everybody, my name is Jamie. I'm a member of the Trustaff marketing team, and we are live here at Summit Park, right across the street from the Blue Ash office. And it is Emily's Takeover week.
Woo!
So we're here today so you can get to know her a little bit. I know you got a preview earlier in the week when we did our challenge video, but now we get to actually sit down and talk and do a little more in-depth get to know you.
Little live business. Look,
Yeah.
How much I love cats.
How much you love cats. Amanda. So to start off, why don't you just introduce yourself a little bit? Tell us about you.
Hi, I'm Emily Carey. I have worked at Trustaff for almost 4 years. Prior to coming to Trustaff, I worked for a bunch of local colleges, various colleges, recruiting students on a college level basis. So it's kind of similar, but it wasn't. My college I was working for actually closed, so I was contacted by Carey Schaffert, who is our president of recruitment here at Trustaff. Yeah, and so she called me, I interviewed, and accepted the position, and I absolutely love it here at Trustaff.
Yeah, so that's kind of how you ended up here.
Yeah,
4 years now, right?
almost 4 years, yes.
And how is it different from what you were doing before?
So before it was a lot of one-on-one. I had to face-to-face interview each student. I worked more target towards the high school market, so there were times where I had to actually interview the parents as well as the student, where now it's all over the phone unless I can convince my nurse to come and meet me.
That's the best. We love it when you come and visit. If you can get here in person, that's the best. I love it when people share pictures like, we went out to lunch. You're really good about that. I always get pictures. We met for lunch. We went to the Reds game.
Oh, yeah, I love taking my nurses to lunch. I think it's a great thing because your relationship is built over the phone with them. So if you get the opportunity to meet them in person, it makes it even more personable. It allows them to feel more comfortable with you. Essentially, you have their career in your hands. So if you can build that personal relationship with them, they feel more comfortable that you're going to take care of them.
Well, and we love it when you guys come to the office because it's like, you can see what's going on, all these strangers. Well, we're not strangers, we're your whole team, and there's so many people behind the scenes that are working.
Plus, our office is amazing.
Yeah, and it helps that the office is really cool. All right, so you've gained a lot of friends recruiting, and you visited and met a lot of your nurses. Other than, meeting for lunch, how do you build that relationship? How do you kind of get that started?
Well, I do have a lot of referrals, so that comes from your working nurse who trusts in you enough to say, hey, talk to my friend, or my friend is working for so-and-so agency and they're looking for a better, more stable relationship with their recruiter. So then I reach out to them, and then you have to have common ground with your nurse. If you can't laugh with them or have something in common with them and the conversation is all business, then they're not looking for a business conversation. They're looking for a recruiter that they can kind of hold on to and trust, and more importantly, know that the recruiter's gonna have the nurse's back at the end of the day. That's important.
I think that's something that's been really interesting as we've done these takeovers, because we've done them for a couple months now.
Yeah.
We've kind of gotten to see different people's personalities. It's like the person you're gonna connect with, you kind of match up your styles.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, there are nurses, let's get a little honest here, that don't always get along with me. I do have a strong personality, we'll say. I'm very forward and blunt with my nurses, but I have also found that they respect that. They want that. They know that I'm not going to sugarcoat it for them, and they know what to expect when they show up to the assignment. And there are some some nurses that don't want that, but there are also some recruiters that don't give that. So it's just that common ground, finding the middle, meet in the middle on everything, and it really is a business of relationship building.
Well, and finding the right person for you, because then when you find the right person, it's magical.
Yeah. And then they let you decide where to send them, and it's like, I think you should really go to Reno, Nevada. That's a great place to go. I throw that to every one of my nurses. I'm like, have you ever thought about Reno, Nevada?
What's in Reno?
One of our top facilities that pays really good. And there's so many great things to do in Reno.
Yeah. What's one tip that you would give your nurses that want to get to know their recruiter better, or they want to build that relationship?
Open up to them. Don't keep it just business. There has to be a little, business, but also some fun going on too. I ask personal questions with my nurses. Like, hey, do you have a family? Who's traveling with you? Are you traveling with kids? That's important. Do you have a dog? Different things. Not a cat. You don't want to travel with a cat.
We do have lots of travelers who travel successfully with cats.
I'm totally kidding. But, ask them questions, don't just, if you keep it on the business side of things and they're always only going to want to do business, they're never going to feel comfortable enough to open up to you and say, hey, I'm having problems at this facility, or hey, I'm thinking about going this way next. You want to make it as comfortable for them as possible. And the way to do that is to even open yourself up and have personal things about yourself talked about to your nurse.
Well, and I think it you have to have those conversations because, when you're setting up where am I going to live, you need to know who you're traveling with. And then once you kind of get that started, then it makes it easier down the road.
Yeah, the more comfortable they feel with you over the phone, that's going to allow you to build that strong relationship. Totally messed up.
So how does having a tight-knit relationship benefit them? What are some really concrete ways that they get the better end of the deal when you guys get along great?
I always have their best interest at heart, but when I have that relationship with them where I know their personal needs and wants and likes, it allows me to place them at a facility where they are comfortable. It allows me to be able to understand if they have, certain issues throughout the assignment per se, where I'm like, oh, okay, I understand why you're feeling that way because of this.
Right. Or like if you know that, they don't work well with super detailed micromanaging and you know that the manager at a place might have that style of management, you could recommend that they not go there.
Right. Like for example, I had one nurse who was like, I only work block scheduling. Now, I totally respect a nurse who says, I only work day shift or I only work night shift. I work day shift. You throw me on nights and I'm a zombie for a few weeks. So I totally respect my nurses when they're like, I only work day shift. So I had this one nurse who's like, I only work block scheduling. Well, she wanted some particular facility and I'm like, they don't do block scheduling. And so we had to find our common ground there to decide, well, you either want this facility without block scheduling or you want a different facility that will do block scheduling.
Right, what's the compromise?
Right. There's always going to be a compromise there, whether it's pay or location or something like that. So it's finding that trust in your recruiter that they're going to do anything and everything they can to get you where you want, what you want, and the pay that you want.
Yep. That's what it's all about. So you work with a lot of nurses all over the country. What is one of your favorite or most interesting stories? And the rules is no names, no official names allowed.
So I have this this nurse who has totally put her trust in me. I would probably say 110%. Some people don't believe in that extra 10%, but that I believe in that 10%. So we're at the point now where she doesn't even tell me where she wants to go or what she wants to do or anything like that. It's, okay, Emily, where are you putting me next? So I choose her destination with her. Her first assignment, she was a first-time traveler. She's only ever traveled with Trustaff. She will only ever travel with Trustaff.
Knock on wood.
So that is, no, I know that. I'm very confident when I say that. But so it's like she gave me a bucket list the first time, and she has crossed so many items off her bucket list because she's like, I don't care where I go. Here's my bucket list. Let's check it off together.
What a great way to do it.
Yeah. So she's totally open to go anywhere, everywhere, get any license possible just so she can make sure she has those experiences in life.
That's really amazing.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. Because I get pictures of all those bucket list items.
Yes, we love the pictures because if you enter the photo contest, keep them coming. We do a quarterly photo contest, and our winner wins a $100 Amazon gift card. So.
And I've had quite a few of those winners on my team.
Yes, you have. It's funny, we kind of get like repeat
I know, and you're like, well, I encourage that. I mean, $100 for a traveler to be like, hey, go buy a new camera or whatever to take more pictures.
Well, yeah, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy. I mean, we'll take pictures of anything. We want to see what you ate for dinner. That's fine. All right, so on Tuesday, we did our challenge video, and Amanda and Emily partnered up. They did best friend game, and we earned a $60 gift card, which we're going to give away to one of Emily's travelers, and we have a drawing here. So we're going to draw this live to figure out who is going to be our lucky winner.
We got all my nurses in here. Check this out. We got all of them. Okay.
All right.
It's going to be the magic pool right here. Who wants it? Who wants it? Chelsea.
All right, Chelsea. So you have a $60 Amazon gift card headed your way.
Story about Chelsea. This is her first assignment with Trustaff and her first time traveling ever.
Oh, congratulations.
So
That's awesome.
she's very excited. She's having a great experience.
That's how we like them to be.
Yes, yes.
All right, thanks everybody for joining us. I think that's all we have for Emily right now. If you have more questions, anything that we didn't answer, anything you want to know about Emily, go ahead and drop it in the comments. We'll catch up with you. We have 2 more days of your takeover, so we have time to answer some questions. Thanks for stopping by.